What's going on? It's the RapNerd, and I'm here today to talk about Extraction 2. Watched it last night. It was pretty late, so I didn't get a chance to do my review right after I saw the movie, but I had a few hours to kind of think about it, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. If you don't know, it's of course the sequel to the first Extraction that was on Netflix in 2020, I believe, and it follows Tyler after the events of Bangladesh, who he's hired again from another job. And if you don't know, Tyler is this skilled soldier. I'm guessing I forgot the immense backstory about how he's able to do this thing, but he has he's a particular set of skills, you know, in this field of combat, and he gets hired by these companies to extract a person from a very dangerous environment, if you will, and he's doing the same thing here. And one thing I like about this movie so much is they gave the other lead, Nick, that's kind of the woman who contracts him to go on these trips and do these things. They give her a whole lot more to do. In the first movie, she kind of just played the backup. We only got to see her in real action in the final act when they were on the bridge shooting and all of that. But here, she is given a whole lot to do. Again, like I said earlier, her action scenes were on point. We get to see her go back and forth with hand-to-hand combat. She's in shootouts. She uses all type of different weapons, and you kind of see why she is in the role that she's in, because she's more than capable of handling herself. And I really love the inclusion of her brother. I think his name is Yaz, if I'm not mistaken, and he's just as important to the story as she is. He's just as about it as she is, and I like the camaraderie they showed against, you know, with the three of them, Tyler, Yaz, and Nick. You really do see the friendship between the three, and I really enjoyed that. I still wonder, is Nick Tyler's old boo? Because the way they just acted in the movie, I'm like, you know, it's clear they care about each other, but it just seems like it's on a different level here than it did in the first one. So I thought that was a really cool dynamic to have, that there was a sense of care for characters and that you didn't have in the first one. Like the first one, it's just Tyler just running through people, and you don't really care about anybody, you know, pretty much but the kid in the first one and Tyler. But here, they kind of switch that dynamic up. So in this one, again, it's Tyler. He goes in another extraction case, and you know, taking this mother, daughter, and son out of this prison. And I forgot where this was exactly. I think it's Georgia. I forgot the exact, and not Georgia in the United States, a different country over there in East Europe. But he extracts a mom and family, and it's a domino effect of just bad shit happening. And that's all I really want to say. You can probably guess what happens when he steals them away. But man, one thing about this film, right? I don't know if you heard the rumors, but there is I think it was a 20 or 30 minute ONER that they shot. Of course, there are some secret cuts, as there are with many long one take scenes. You know, there's a secret cut in there where you don't see the cut, but you know it's where they cut here. But they make it look like it's one long take, and that scene is incredible. Incredible. You see a little bit of it in the trailer when it holds the cop shield, and he's hitting people and he's smacking people away, and that grenade comes and he blocks it. You see a little bit of that, and you know, when I saw that, I'm like, this is definitely a ONER. But where it starts and where it ends and the places it goes within that amount of time is incredible. Incredible. Sam, I think is his name Hargrove or Hargrave. Incredible job with the action. I have never seen anything like that ever. That was outstanding. The way they were able to keep the tension up, the way they were able to switch around the types of action that went along in that scene, from hand-to-hand combat to gun shootouts to using knives and shovels and going from this location to that location and keeping it feeling like it's in one single frame was utterly ridiculous. The drone work, the camera work, like, I'm gonna be real. As far as like the entire movie goes, it's pretty much the same as what you've got with Extraction 1. Good action sequences, Tyler mowing through people, some Tyler's pretty well. But if you want to watch this movie, watch it for that ONER alone. I think this movie is worth just watching because of that. That shit blew my mind. I was literally watching with my wife like, how are they doing this? It's like, you can break it down to figure out how they're doing it, of course, but it's the combination of everything. Like, yes, there's CGI being used, but everything is done so flawlessly, it just blew my mind. One of the best action scenes I've seen, next to the John Wick movie. Like, John Wick 4 just takes it to a different level. But this scene right here, one of the best action sequences. And I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to go into anything about that sequence, but holy shit. Amazing. And of course, the action overall, I just really enjoyed and love what they did. I love the inclusion of Idris in here. I don't know if anybody knows, but Idris Elba is in the film, and he plays a small part that kind of pays off later. And I really hope they do the trilogy. I'm pretty sure that they're going to do the third movie, because all of this film, and I feel like the first one definitely went over well with audiences, but they teased something at the end that I thought could be something really major, you know. And I was about to spoil it, but I stopped myself. Gotta wait to see that. But all in all, Extraction 2 was a ride of a movie. I loved it. I said I liked it a lot earlier. Loved it. This is gonna be another film that I put in my favorites of the year, and I'm gonna have to find another means, if you know what I mean, to get this movie and the first one on Blu-ray, because I mean, these are just done. This was done amazingly, honestly. Like I loved it, you know. So if you did like the first one, you for sure will like the second one. Now, if you didn't like the first one, I don't know if this movie's gonna win you over with what they're doing in the film, because again, it's pretty much the same stuff from the first one. Nothing really changes at all. It's the same type of action, same type of story with this kind of surface level with what's going on. It does add another little layer with Tyler and getting to know him as a character and why he is pretty reckless, and explains his psyche for why he does stuff. It does go a little bit deeper in his family, his past and his family and all of that. They even do something that I thought was interesting that added another small little layer to what was going on, even as to why he even took this new job after he kind of said F it and retired. So yeah, if you're interested in watching this film, definitely do it. I think it's worth the watch on Netflix, man. So if you've seen the first one, let me know what you think in the comments. If you've seen the second one too, what do you think is better? Where do you stack them? Right now, I still have, I don't know, man. I think they're about even, because I do think the story for Extraction 1 and the ride that takes you on is better. But again, the ONER in Extraction 2 was utterly incredible. So I gotta think and see which one I like more. And as usual, be kind in the comments, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, you know what I mean? So anyway, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe if you already are subscribed. Thank you. And until next time, peace. RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy.